Hi everyone. It has been a very long time since we met on this show, the week. But I'm back. I just feel like let's see what is happening. Can we analyze what has happened the last week? Last week has been so busy for Nigerians. From the state here where the governor presented his budget to the federal stage where President Buhari presented his budget, and then the Pandora issue and all other things around that. We shall be analyzing some of them that we can, talk about today. My name is Jare Tiamiyu. Please kindly relax and let's analyze the first week of October together. Welcome back. Let's start from where it matters. Let's start from something that concerns all of us, and that's had to do with the budget, the national budget that was presented by President Muhammadu Buhari. According to him, he was presenting his last 4-year budget. The 2023 budget will be, he will implement it from January to May 29, when he will be leaving the office as the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. But this 2022 will be his last one. Can we look at what we have in the budget? The budget is 16.39 trillion naira. You remember when Buhari came on board in 2015, he started with 6 point something trillion naira as 2016 budget. But as we were moving, it was graduating and graduating. Now we have 16.39 trillion naira as our national budget. But the figure is not what actually interests me. What interests me happens to be how the budget will be funded and some of the things that we have on the budget. And the security is taking the largest share of the budget. That is a very big problem. That shows that we are in crisis in this country. If our budget, we cannot talk about infrastructure taking the highest. We are talking about security taking the highest. It means we are in a crisis. Whether we accept it or not, if we profess it or not, we know that we are in crisis. And then followed by infrastructure, then the education. I'm very happy that education is actually taking something substantial in this budget. I'm very happy for that. And I believe that implementation will also be done accordingly, so that we not just hear of figures, we will see the impact of the budget by the end of next year. But that's aside. Let's talk about another thing, and that is the funding of the budget. The budget will be funded by the revenue. The revenue projection happens to be around 10.3 trillion naira, which means we are going to borrow 6.something trillion naira to fund the budget. When Buhari came on board, we had something around 6.something trillion naira as our budget then. That is the budget. But that was the debt profile. But now as we speak, in the last less than 7 years, that's about 6 years plus, debt profile as at the end of March, we had an increase of 17.6 trillion naira. That is about 1 and something percent of what we had then. But that is not the issue. The issue is what have we been able to achieve with this. Are we just borrowing? As we speak now, according to this report by leadership, we were told that every Nigerian is owing foreign creditors 64,864 naira. That is, you can see it there. Wait. It means but I'm not part of it. I don't think I know some people that will actually hold Federal Republic. I know the likes of they are good debtors. But away from that, we have to talk about it in a very serious way. If we continue lending, President Muhammadu Buhari during the last UN General Assembly, he said that the UN should help in debt cancellation, But days after he came to Nigeria, he was requesting for more loans. Wait a minute. Is this not a monetary system of government where you are requesting for cancellation of debt, but less than 4 days after, you are requesting for more loans? Are we not, this President Buhari is very smart. I know our president is very smart. That's a very smart approach. You go to the General Assembly, you say, please, so the money that you people have borrowed us is too much. Now we need you to cancel it. And then when you get back to Nigeria, just think, okay, wait a minute. We still need more loans. What are we saying here? If we continue this way, can we show up our revenues and see what we can achieve? If that's exactly, and inside this budget, we are going to service debt with 3.9 trillion naira. If we are using this to service debt on a yearly basis, and it will increase because I'm talking about what happened, that's the data I was talking about was before March. That was March this year. But after that, we have actually got a lot of debt, and this country continues to sink more and more in that. I hope Greek faith will not befall Nigeria. Moving on away from that, also in Osun State, the governor Oyetola presented a budget of 129 billion naira for 2022, and he said it christened it as a budget of sustainable development. That is what he said. The budget is also, infrastructure, agri and education also lead the budget. That takes the largest share. We'll also see what the implementation are. According to the Commissioner for Budget and Economic Planning, Professor Lalekan Yunusa, as at August this year, he said they have been able to achieve 73% of the budget implementation. But we believe we will continue to ask questions as we move on. Away from that, let's talk about the global revelation that is actually happening to some politicians in Nigeria. It's shaking the roots of some politicians in Nigeria, and that is the Pandora Papers. It started with former governor of Anambra State, Mr. Peter Obi. And then his revelation came about. He was defending it, how he made his money, how this and that. But we've all seen it. And the defense is still out there. And later, as Governor Obi was actually backing that, another revelation about the governor of Osun State, Mr. Oyetola, also came on board. And that has to do with the apartment where the national leader of the All Progressives Congress, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, was actually living when he was on medical vacation in London. He said the house was actually purchased by Governor Oyetola when he was the chief of staff, and I used one offshore company to buy it, and they said there is no record of his resignation. However, the governor came out to say he has no link with the former owner of the property, and that is Kola Oluko. That man that was declared wanted sometimes in 2017 for some corrupt practices that has to do with oil subsidies, and then linked with the former Minister of Petroleum, Mrs. Alison Diasani Madueke. And a lot of issues, but the governor said he has no link with that, and he denied any link with that apartment. He believes since he has denied it, yes, the Nigerian government should investigate who is now the owner of the apartment and how did they acquire it. Because according to the reports in Pandora Papers, they said the house was actually there is a freezing order. There is an order of federal high courts that says that the house should be given to the federal government because of the way it was purchased by Kola Oluko. But we were told that when that court order was still subsisting, then the governor of Osun State allegedly bought it, which he had actually denied anyway. We'll continue to see what actually come out of it. And then Pandora Paper also continues. We have that of the general overseer of Winners Chapel, Living Faith International, Bishop David Oyedepo. He was also informed. We still have a lot of revelation about him, how he acquired some properties and some others. And also the MP, Nigerian Port Authority MD, Mohammed Bello Koko, was also involved. We have some other allegations against him. But there's something I want to say, and that has to do with what is the federal government of Nigeria, the Buhari government, that told us that it will fight corruption wholeheartedly. It will fight corruption completely in 2015. What if we have these allegations? What is the EFCC doing? Are they actually looking towards investigating these reports? I'm not saying the report is right. I'm not saying all the alleged individuals are actually corrupt. Or no. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that at least our home government should set apparatus in place to investigate all these allegations against individuals, most especially those that are still in government, especially like MPA, MD, and some others. We believe that immunity still covers some of the governors and some other people that have been alleged. But what about those like Peter Obi, who has no immunity? What about those people like Stella Hodua, who has no immunity? I think the investigation should start. That is what will give Nigerians confidence that this present administration is actually ready to fight corruption. They are not just, selective fighting of corruption that Nigerians are actually complaining about. But what do I know? I know nothing. I'll continue to watch and see what is going to happen on this. Before we sign out today, I want to call the attention of the federal government and even the state government in Osun State to the situation of this road. What did the Osun people, especially people flying Ilobu or Ifon to Ogbomoso, that federal road, the road was awarded in 2011 to Dutum Construction Company. But it's so unfortunate that up to today, the road is still there. There's nothing. You can see what people are passing through on a daily basis. Are they actually enjoying any dividend of democracy? Do we have government in this country? If we have, we can't just be saying that this road was awarded in 2011 and up to 2021, nothing has been done. And we have a lot of laws like this. I've been able to speak with the contractor, but it shows that the contractor is not ready. He said I think he has spent the money, because according to what he said the contract has been awarded for a very long time, so they are just using the process of some other contracts to work on this road. What a minute. Did he collect money? Yes. What exactly is happening? The Minister of Works and some others, you have to call your attention. And then the state government in Osun State, I think this road can actually be taken over. Work on this route. And we all know how you know how to maneuver your way to the federal government and get your money. Consider the people that their livelihood depends on the passage on this road. A lot of people pass through this road on a daily basis, and it's just some 11 kilometers. It's not a very long road, but it is very, very bad as we speak, very unmanageable, and everybody is talking about it. And we still have some other roads like that, at the Osogbo to Ilesa road where our crew worked on recently. You can also see that. I don't think this is what Osun people should be having, despite the fact that they have governments at the state and the federal level. We believe that the people in charge will listen to that. Thank you so much for being part of this show. My name is Gary. This is another time when I come your way with another fresh edition. Please ensure you stay safe